We never expected it to last. Not then. It was the last thing we even thought about. We clung to each other, trembling as the ship's engines snarled and protested. But we had to get away from our own home. That was all Grandfather said. And I was too young and too scared to argue or ask what we'd done wrong. It just wasn't our home anymore. That's how I remember it. But we all see things differently, don't we? There's always someone else's version. They were driving us deeper, down below the citadel walkways we'd gone, dodging in and out of the shadows. I clutched the little bag of clothes and a few books I'd rescued from the house, and Grandfather had his own private luggage, an old bronze trunk that hovered obediently behind us. He glanced back, searching for our pursuers. There were figures moving on the walkways above, guards in ceremonial scarlet. One of them saw us and aimed his gun. The bolt seared past, and I smelt my hair burning. They'd started to descend from the parapet, forcing us down further, down into the repair shops below the city, where there was no other way out and nowhere to hide, except a line of battered metal cylinders standing in a work dock. Grandfather pushed at a narrow door on one of them. It was open. In through the gap I went, into the empty interior. But it was cold in there, unwelcoming, and Grandfather did not follow. For a moment, I heard voices outside.
Don't steal that one, steal this one. The navigation system's knackered, but you'll have much more fun.
Then his hand reached in and pulled me back into the open. Instead, he urged me towards the next cylinder in line. We pushed inside together, and the luggage bustled in behind us, out of the smoky gloom, as an impossible space opened out round us. Susan, this is one of the old time ships. There were shouts from outside. We turned and pushed at the two heavy doors until they shut. That wouldn't keep the guards out for long, but Grandfather gave a whistle, and his heavy old trunk sat itself up against the doors. We were still trapped, not that Grandfather seemed bothered. He put on his spectacles and studied the control panel, squinting through the gloom at the instruments. Susan, come and look at this. And he began to wipe at the panels with the sleeve of his jacket. Then someone was hammering at the doors. They knew where we were. We couldn't stay locked in forever. Stay? Good gracious, child. Whoever mentioned staying? Not to stay? Surely he didn't actually mean to fly the ship? It took years to learn that.